Hi Kate. Today we're going to make red wine roast chicken. I would compare this to, no, I would just call this as the French version of doing the Filipino style adobo. Adobo sa puti, where we just, in Filipino adobo, we just used vinegar and garlic, no soy sauce. That's why it's called adobo sa puti. This is going to be similar to that one because we're not using any soy sauce. We're just using red wine vinegar, red wine, because it's French style, salt and pepper, tomato paste, and thyme as flavoring. We're going to marinate the chicken, so let's start off with making off that marinade. But we'll start off with our wine. This is just ordinary wine. I just bought this at the market. It's cheap wine, so if you have like table wine, just use that one. This is around $5, I think. So we're going to use 2/3 cup of red wine, table wine. And then we're going to add 4 ounces of red wine vinegar. So it's similar to Filipino style adobo. We use vinegar. Now I have some thyme here. It's an herb. It gives a distinct flavor and it's good with chicken or duck. What I'm doing is I'm crushing out the leaves just to extract more of the herb flavor. We have here tomato paste. I'm going to use half a can, around 4 ounces or 5 ounces. Well, this is 6 ounces, so probably use half of the can. Going to mix that. This will be the marinade for the chicken. So just a little bit of a prep time. So I think that's good to go. We're going to season the chicken. I have 4 leg quarters of chicken thigh, and you could use a whole chicken, but for me I like this part because it's easier to cook. You have to season it really well with salt and pepper. Don't be shy with it. So it's like adobo where you add in soy sauce. Now we're going to put pepper. So if you see Filipino adobo, it's very similar. The only difference is that we don't have wine in it. So season it well with salt and pepper. Just rub that in well. See, we have 1, 2, 3 chicken thigh quarters. I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag. All of the chicken in this Ziploc bag. And we're going to marinate this for at least 30 minutes. But you could prepare this overnight. It tastes much better if you marinate it overnight. So be sure to soak your chicken. I could smell the thyme. It's really nice scent. So massage that in so that the chicken absorbs the marinade. We're going to marinate this for a minimum of 30 minutes. But like what I said, you could marinate it overnight and cook it the following day. But since we're having this for dinner today, I'll just marinate this for 30 minutes. So while the chicken is marinating, I'm going to do my prep for the base where we're going to put the chicken for roasting. What I have here is I have 2 large onions, 2 large carrots, and this is roughly a pound of baby potatoes. So this is the way that it's sliced. I have 2 large carrots here. So I'm going to slice the two large onions into quarters. Just going to save them and set that aside. Next, I'm just going to wash the potatoes and boil them for 2 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to boil the potatoes bring it to a boil from cold water for 2 minutes. I'm just adding more water just to cover the potatoes. So the potatoes have been boiling for just 2 minutes. I'm going to turn off the stove and take that out. So here's the base of our roasting pan. We have the sliced carrots, the onions, and the 2-minute boiled baby potatoes. We're going to add in half a cup of cold water. So now we're now going to lay the chicken skin side up. Meanwhile, I'm preheating the oven to 400 degrees. Pour the rest of the marinade on top of the chicken. So roast it on 400 degrees for 30 minutes, we're going to cover it with foil. Now going to cover the baking dish with foil, just loosely. Have some opening for the steam to come out, so not too tight. So I'm roasting it for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. So 30 minutes is up. Be careful when you open the oven, it's hot. I'm just going to pull out the foil here. Now I'm going to put it back on roast. I'll baste it first and then we'll put it back on roast or until the skin of the chicken becomes crispy. So now I'm just going to baste the chicken before I put it back into the oven at 400 to roast without the foil. I'm going to roast it for 15 minutes at 400 or until the skin of the chicken becomes crispy. So here we have it. I've actually roasted it more than 15 minutes. I had to roast it until the skin of the chicken was roasted. So I would probably around 25 minutes to get it roasted. So here we have it, the wine roasted chicken. So I had to roast it until you get the caramelization of the skin or until the skin becomes crispy. You could cook it further just to get more of the caramelization of the liquids in there. I have my friends at the background. I haven't spoken to them in almost 25 years, so I just had to complete this process and I'll get back to talking to them. So I just wanted to add them in because these are my really good friends, and I wanted to surprise them when I add it up onto the YouTube video. So here we have it, the roasted chicken in wine. I'm going to give it a shot. We're going to taste it. I'm going to pull out one. It actually smells very good. You know that that the chicken's cooked if the juices that come out are white. Not white, but clear. But to be on the safe side, you'd like to check it. But usually I just check on the juices and see to it that if the chicken separates from the bone in a way, it's already cooked. But if it's separates too far, you're pretty much like dried up already. So let me try this. Wow, that's really good. The addition of the wine changes the flavor profile of the roasted chicken, together with the onions and the carrots. They all give this sweet taste of the sweet taste and aroma together with the thyme on the chicken. So hopefully you get to try it. It's the roast chicken with wine, or I forgot what it said in what's it called in French, but it's a French-based, it's a French-inspired dish. Okay, so hopefully you try it. Enjoy.